going on, Bayfoot World? We out here again today. Another Friday Night Live. It's gonna be a good one, guys. I got that feeling it's gonna be a good live tonight. What's going on? Another Friday Night Live. Oh damn. Guess we are live, ain't we?
Right. What's going on, everybody?
We'll get it going, guys. Can everybody hear us, see us good? Give us a thumbs up. Let us know what's going on, guys. I see you guys have so many questions.
Come on, Simba, you can't be still on the show now.
On that story. Guys, that was amazing. A fascinating story. It blew my mind.
Yeah.
It definitely did.
I've been hearing the story over the years a long time.
Fortunately, Frank, it's good to see you on there, man. My man Frank Lambert.
Unfortunately, we can see it. We that because we
it's cool. That's good. Let everybody catch up on here. We'll get into it, guys. There's only what 45 watching. That's it. Nobody want to see us today. Nobody joining us for the Friday Night Live. I can't believe that. Guys, it's freezing up here in PA.
It is.
It's freezing. It's man. The winter's here. Winter's. It's not knocking on the back door. It's here.
It's on toward the roof.
My man Jack. I see Mr. Willis.
Bruce talking about you outside with a bonfire.
Mr. Willis. Good to see you made it on here Friday Night Live. Yeah, I see you, Brad.
Never seen no shit.
That's Brad. That's my girlfriend, Debbie.
Oh, yeah.
Bigfoot.
That's crazy. He gets all the love.
My man, Woodburger. I see you up there. We're starting to pick up now, guys. We're going up to 65 and climbing. We'll get it started here. I don't want to start going into it and then everybody miss everything. This is going to be a good Friday Night Live.
Hopefully.
Right, Rick. Hey, Rick. Hey, man, I agree with you. It was something. It was definitely something. It was definitely something. And I can only imagine what's in that book she got. 27 pages of full detail of that story. Man. They're crazy.
He said he was a wide receiver now.
Just step on that one. Yeah, Marty. It looks that way. I might have to pay him, but hey, let's just over with. Let's get it over with. We'll get into that shit later. It's only 34 there. It's pretty cold here. It's supposed to go down to like 28 tonight, 27. I don't think so, Brian. See, I thought so too. I had the times messed up.
Probably sure October's over.
He's there with the pumpkin.
Yeah, October's over. I told you I was married for October.
Yeah, you're still wearing something that's for Halloween.
Oh well, I don't know that.
Claire, that red door story. I'll get into it. There's 60 guys. There's 60 people watching. I'll get into it, guys. That red door. What you don't understand is over the years.
That's the way I used to wear a Halloween costume.
Over these last couple of years, guys, I've been trying to get information, bits and pieces out the family about what was inside them storm doors, and everybody covered it up and just like blew me off. You don't know what you're talking about. You was only 3 back then. You don't remember that. And I just kept prying. I wouldn't let up. And I knew my mom was about to break sooner or later. She would give me a little bit here. She would say it's evil place. Don't worry about it. Just forget about it. And now that's my grandma. And she would do the same thing. She would completely blow me off. She's like, I don't know nothing. Just yesterday, or day before yesterday, I was trying to ask her questions without telling her I knew anything or letting her know anything. And I said, well, why did you come out there to get us for it? Why did you come to Missouri to even pick us up? And she said it pretty much the same thing my mom said. And I was like, well, do you remember them doors that was out in front there, them big red doors? She said, yeah, I know about them doors. I said, well, what was in them doors, Grab? She said, well, what do you know about them doors? You tell me. Fred was there. I was like, well, because I had her on speakerphone. And she said, you tell me what you know about them red doors, and I'll tell you what I know about them red doors. I said, all right. So I told her the story that I remember the dude coming, and they would open up the doors, and him and Jack was staying out in front of the doors talking about it. And when they opened that one side door, the screams just came out. I mean, screams, the monster scream. It sounded like a monster in there, like a real monster. As a kid, that's what I thought it was. Was a monster, and there's no way I was going near it. And I asked her. I said, "Graham, that's what I remember about it. What's inside that hole?" She said, "I don't know nothing about that, about them doors." She said, "I know they was there. I know they had locks on them, but I just came down and got you and brought you back." She said, "I don't know what was in them doors." She like played me. She knew what was going on with that place, but she wanted to see what I knew. And then once she seen that I didn't know shit, she's like, I don't know nothing either. So my gram, she pretty much gonna take out. She's gonna keep it a secret, but you can see that there's something there. She's trying to just like blow me off. Like there's something there without a doubt.
Then he asked you in trouble, whatever, and she's like, no, you ain't in trouble. You didn't do it.
Yeah, it's a crazy story, guys. So don't tell my mom. Don't tell my mom. Guys, don't tell my mom this, but mom, hold your ears if you're watching. I think we're gonna take a trip, guys. I think we're gonna take off one weekend. We're gonna build up some money enough to get a room for a couple of nights, and we're gonna take a little vacation, a little trip. I've been wanting to get away anyways, just to go away and get away from things. So I think we're going to take a little trip out and investigate, guys. I know that there's a good chance that the thing might not be in there, but just to go to the area, go to the factory, just check that out, and go to them red doors and just check it out, investigate it, stake it out, sit there for a couple of days, hang out in the area for a couple of days.
Just to see what's still happening.
Yeah, just see what's going on. Just to see. And at the end of the day, it's not our family secret, Mom. That's another thing you need to think about. That he put us through that and made us live that way. Why should we have to suffer for the shit that because of their secret? Because they want to hide something. Why? I mean, I don't get that. So I think we're gonna save up a little bit of money, put some money to the side, and take a trip there. Definitely. We're definitely gonna check that out. Don't tell my mom. Now, at the same time, guys, that book that my mom has, I've been trying to talk to her. Like, Mom, the fans are gonna want to hear that. That story blew my mind. I lost sleep over that story. I stayed up all night looking at the ceiling, just thinking about, like, wow. All this time I'm thinking Jack was working for the damn government and guarding this facility, this government facility. They're raising some creatures in there, and it wasn't nothing like that. It wasn't nothing like that. I know I'm wasting my time, but it'd make a good video, man. And I knew you was trying to stir me away. That's why I said, plug your ears, put some earplugs in for a little bit, because you're turning into grandma trying to say, y'all know that and shit. But we just gonna take a trip. We need a vacation anyways, and just to go back to our old roots and go through there And another thing I want to check out, I want to do a little camping trip next year in the Ozarks. That'd be a cool ass trip. Do a little video up there. What's going on, Clifford? I see you. But I'm trying to talk my mom into releasing that book, guys. She got 27 pages in detail. Cause when she told her story, I was sitting there listening to that story that my mom told, and as believe me, guys, it's true. I lived that. I went down that road. I was 3, but something like that. I remember them screams. I remember what we went through, and I remember some of the detail that my mom's talking about that she doesn't want out there. But what was I saying? The book. I'm trying to get my mom to release that book, but like she said, there's so much detail in it, and it's got some of our secrets in there, I guess you would say, and some of the trials and tribulations that we went through, and she doesn't really want to put that out there yet. She's thinking about it, so hopefully she thinks about it and she releases that out to you guys, and I'm definitely going to read it without a doubt. I don't really care if you guys read it. I know you guys want to read it. You guys want to see what's going on with that story, because that story got me. That's a movie. I felt like I was listening. I seen a movie in my head playing out. It's like a fascinating story, but at the same time, we lived that. She lived that. You can hear the pain. You can see the pain in my mom's face, in her voice. My mom don't never act like that or talk like that, and then to see her emotions like that, it's like that's touching in itself, and that's proof in itself right there. You can see the pain, you can hear the pain in her voice, and right there, that's proof in itself, if you ask me. That you can, as she told that story, you can.
You must have watched it like 100 times, and everybody came in.
Everybody came in, and everybody here that watched it cried. Everybody that came in watched it. They said that. I turned around, they said they cried. I was like, damn, this is.
They just kept playing.
It's a good story.
I'm like, come on, we gotta do this again.
It's a good story.
I was happy when I come here. I'm all depressed now.
Right. I was in a good mood till I watched that story. It's like, damn, man, why you do it? But
right. I was going through it. I ain't gonna lie. I was going through it with it.
I never seen that coming. I really never seen that coming in a million years. I thought she gonna come out and say, yeah, he's working for the government and they's paying him this and this is what they was building it. And it wasn't that. It was something totally off the wall. Half Bigfoot, half human in there. Man, that blew my mind. That blew my mind. I know that it was in there because I heard it with my own ears. And then years later, I go out to turn out to be a Bigfoot researcher. What's the chances of that? I mean, come on now. That's wild. And there's nothing.
Cost me a box of Kleenex.
That's funny. Pat, it's definitely 100% true. And that's another reason why I like to take that trip out there, just to film the house, to film them doors, to see if it's still there, to see what they're doing with it. It'd be a good trip. It'd be worth it.
It'd be worth just to see the doors, just to put fact to or even more fact to the story. A picture.
Patty and Bless, what it is, Brown Dwarf. That's exactly what it is. I gotta get caught up on you guys' comment real quick, guys. I missed half of them just talking shit. Pepper, North Carolina, man, it was a sad story.
You see Patty back there, but
it wasn't even. It was like her testimony. That's what I felt like. It was my mom's testimony of her experience that I know she went through, because I went through it too. But to hear her side of it kind of made me remember more shit. And I'd like to talk when she said that, don't worry about it. I talked to the boy and whatever. I remember the talk that he talked to me about. We was outside on the sidewalk, and he's talking about me and your mom. We're not going to be together no more. And you're going to be the man of the house. And that's why I think I said what I said, because that's what he told me. He said, make sure you take care of your sister and your mom. You're going to be the man of the house now, because I'm not going to be around no more. And that was pretty much the last thing he said to me altogether in like 40 years, to be honest with you. But then that's what I said. You can definitely, you're right. You're right about that.
Baby said she wants to be in the movie as Cindy. Right.
Nah, I never heard him that. We're going to there one day. Now that's another thing, guys. We're gonna talk about them comments. Now I can only read them for a couple minutes at a time because you guys are breaking me down. You guys, the comments was cool as shit, and my mom, I know she cried over that. That was touching. That was a lot of love sent on them comments, and it was crazy that there was like 2,000, 3,000 comments of nothing but love, nothing but like it was so much love in every one of them comments. And then that dumbass, you guys know who, made that one comment, and my mom seen it. And she's like me in the beginning. When I first started, when we both first started, we was cussing them out. We was going at it. Where you at? We're on our way over there now. Oh, you're having you're having a meeting over there. We're on our way. We was calling them out, making videos about them and shit. But at the end of the day, we got to realize that them trolls, they're there for a reason. They brought them there to deter us away from the truth, and it got to her. So I had to break it down to her mom. Welcome to the Bigfoot world. That's what the trolls do. That's what they're here for. And I'm glad they're here to keep me on my feet. As long as I know that they're still following me around, that we're on to something. We're close to something. So we just got to keep on doing what we're doing. Thanks, Clifford. That's what I told her. She told me about that one bad comment, and all she talked about was what he said. I'm going to look him up. I'm cussing him out. I'm asking where his proof is. It just tore her up. I said, Mom, did you read the 2,000 other comments? You're going to let that one comment, that one dude that got shit in for me, not even got nothing to do with you, get to you. As a troll. That's what trolls do. That's what they're here for. That's their job. Evidently, he's doing a good job if it got to you like that. Says, I told her, just don't feed into them, that dumbass troll. He ain't worth it. I told him, throw it back at him. Have fun with him. Talk shit back at him. Nah, I'm tired, guys. I just got off of a long ass shift of work. He said I look stoned. Not, but I will be after this live stream. Don't get it messed up. I don't lie. I don't hide nothing for nobody. I don't do nothing wrong to hide anything for anybody. So we all good, guys.
Don't tell anybody else. Only 11,000
people. Yeah, only you guys can know about that shit.
Don't tell nobody else.
Right, Gary. Oh, they don't get to me. I'm used to them. It's my mom that it got to, and she was actually crying about that. I remember I used to be like that. Just there'd be 10,000 great comments, just nothing but love, and then one dumbass will have something to say, and it knocks you off of everything. It really used to.
Then you pay too much attention to him. Actually, the people that show the love.
Yeah.
That's what they do. They don't feel like they're getting treated right. So they, hey, I'll throw a hate comment and I'll see that. And, oh, look, I got attention now. It's all about me now.
That's what I was trying to explain to her, that welcome to the Bigfoot world. You're going to have to get used to that. Just give it back to them.
That's what their name
That's what they're there for.
They want that shout out.
Now, when the odds start turning, you got 300 people talking shit and you only got a couple people showing love, then maybe you need to change a couple things. Maybe you're doing something wrong, but when you got 2,000 great comments and only one dumbass dude, hey, you're doing all right. Mom, you ain't even got to even say that. She said anybody that knows me knows I don't lie. But you ain't you can listen to the video and hear it in your voice. The truth is in your voice. You ain't even gotta say that. You ain't got nothing to explain to nobody because I lived it for once. I seen it. I remember them doors and the screams that came out of it. So I know for a fact that there was something there, that it was in there. And then hearing that story like blew my mind because I know that it was in there. Then to know what it was is like, damn. And that's why I like to take a trip back down there, even just to stay for a couple of days in the hotel and walk around and check it out and film it. Just film the area that we lived in to show you guys how everything was how everything was there, even if it ain't there no more. If you go to Missouri, make sure you investigate around the town. That question, I definitely will. I'll turn it into like a documentary type of thing. But a couple days worth. It's going to take me. Yeah, it's going to take me some time
to get down there. But well, like a month's worth of video. Come back just to do the whole month thing. Just down there.
Yeah.
The red doors.
Nothing but Missouri.
Everything we found out, everything we learned along the way. It was a pretty good piece of video.
What makes the trip a little bit easier? My mom don't know yet. I got access to I got the address. I got the street. I got the town.
Yeah, Google Map too.
The only thing we gotta do is go. Just pack up and go. That's and
you ready?
I think we're gonna do it, guys. I really do.
That's why people like me keep my mouth shut what we see because we gotta look for it.
Yeah, because we always that's the human nature to go see it yourself. Go look for it.
That's the Garfield. We're not. What is it? Curious George monkey in it.
What do you guys think? You think we should save up and just take a trip, get on, even just get on a bus and go?
Go on a bus, head down there.
Just to check it out, just to see what's going on with it.
Good,
it's like what 38, 40 years later, just to see what's going on, just to see if it's still the same, just to see what changed, to see if it's still there.
Right. Only know we're in town.
That's what I said too. I thought about it all night last night.
Don't even know when we're down there what we're doing yet.
Yeah,
just first 2 days, just
walk around the film, ask questions. Anything strange going on? Any activity?
I just film the door, see if anybody shows up.
Yeah, I plan on doing it, hanging out for a couple of days, filming shit.
Even go ahead of time, put a camera there, and to see what we get. Leave, as long as we don't film the house, just the door, we should be all right.
They probably killed him by now. Never know till you go, Deb. That's what I was thinking too. That's what my mom's saying too. They will be wasting their time. They're probably done going. It could be, yeah. That's what I'm going to do tonight, Tony. I was trying to get time to do it all day. Get on Google Maps and zoom in on some shit and try to get some pictures. I'm still going to try. I'm not going to give up on that.
Fred, please stay home. The cave. I've been trying to get back in that cave. He won't want to go.
He wants to go back in there.
I want to go back in so bad, guys. I'm ready.
See, my mom said he probably dead by now.
They definitely want to go back to that cave. We gotta find out what's down there. I ain't staying home.
Right, Dean? Genesis. Chris should stay home.
No.
I did too, Stephen. As soon as I turned around, he's back up against the wall looking at me. I think that was a dog man in that cave.
Yeah, a little bit, Dad. My bones are showing.
Is the lady still alive that had it? No, she's gone. That's what my mom thought that was messing with her, Sarah. Because my mom tried to film this video so many times, and it ended up at first in 3 parts, and then the first 2 parts sent. Or no, part 2 and part 3 sent, but part 1 wasn't sent. So because they said the file was too long, so she had to break it down, try to send in 2, and it wouldn't send. So she redid the whole first part again in like 3 different parts, So that's why she was in 2 different locations. It was like it was a good story. It was a great story. I love that story. I watch it. I listen to it at least once a day. It got to me. It definitely got to me. I think we're gonna take that trip just to take it. Just to see.
Oh, God, enough meat.
You never know till you go. Right, Greg? I did too. I felt for that kid. I mean, wow. There's a lot of questions. Like, I know you guys got a million questions. Mom, one of these weekends, one of these Friday Night Lives, you're going to have to get on here. And we're going to have to stay here and have like, what they call it, a Q&A. We'll stay here and have a Q&A about that shit and answer everybody's questions that needs to be answered. Because I got a lot myself. There's so many questions. Like, what did it look like? How big was it? Because it had to be enormous to leave a sound out like that.
Clara, so I haven't heard your mom's version do a link. It's his last video.
Clara, yeah, it's my last video. It's called The Big Red Doors on this channel. If you haven't heard that story,
yeah, you totally missed out on this live.
You definitely got to check out that story. Then you'll understand this whole live stream. I'll chip in some cash. Hey, let's do it. That helps. That helps me out. Actually, guys, here, if you guys want to help us get down there, send it right here. Because we're definitely going. I don't care if it takes me 2 months to save up.
The more people that tell us not to go, it makes us want to go more.
Even more.
Where they hiding? Why they don't want us to go? Why they keep saying
right here? If you want to help us get down there, send a link right here. We're going. I don't care. I don't care how long it takes me up. Get down there. Just to even stay in the room for a couple of days. We're going to do it. That shouldn't be too much. I think I can probably pull that off.
We'll probably take a bus down. It'll probably be cheapest.
People think it's fake for Halloween. Guys, so part of me wants to. I wish it was fake.
Yeah, part of me wants to. Yeah, wish.
Because then maybe I would.
I've been hearing this story long before that story was even posted online. Like, he's been telling me this for years. I've known Jeff a long time. And he's told me about this story long before I've even heard his mom talk about the story, or anybody in the family talk about that story, for that matter. Like, I was just as confused as he was when he heard it. Like, wow, what?
Yeah, Mom. That's why we're going to just. Or I can even bring you up one day. I can even call you up on here and put you up on the screen from where you're at, and then you can just answer some of the questions like that.
That's what I was worried about.
Who were the elder couple on the bus? That turned out that was Sarah and Sarah's husband's best friends. They grew up together. They got married together. My mom was telling about it in the story. And then my mom was telling the story as the elder lady was telling it to her. That was really to fake it. You can't fake something like that. I'm talking about taking a trip down there to them red doors. What's fake about that?
Hey, Mom, we waste our time like that.
If you listen to the WBFRO shit, you ain't gonna get nowhere. Why does YouTube take 30%? That's why I put up the PayPal right there instead of going to Super Chat. And when I made the recording, I was talking to, yeah. My landlord asking about rent. It ain't even first.
This is first.
Oh, yeah. Well, she ain't getting it today. I'm on live. She can get it tomorrow. He said Red Door is not the Red Robin. No, yeah, I said the Red Doors. We're going to go check it out. Definitely. I definitely want to check them Red Doors out. Because you know Fred's crazy ass. He going in there. He sees the doors. He going in there.
I'm going in, guys. We're getting in there.
We go put
One
some
way or
light
another, we're
on it.
gonna get in there.
If you gotta dig a hole to get in.
I should have said that, but they're probably gonna change it worse now.
Right, Gray? I get him there. I got him. He just he want to get in contact with me late.
Right. Yeah, all day. That's 7:30.
I was too, Paradox. That's the thing, because it took me back. I was even remembering more stuff as she was telling the story. Like, yeah, he did have that talk with me. I remember that talk.
Oh, we could do that. That's a pretty good idea.
How long did Jack live there? I don't know. Hey, Mom, how long did Jack live down there?
See what Easy Rider said? Send the closest subscriber to the doors to get to pick who lives there. You can find somebody who lives down there. And then fan meet up with them, and they can take a picture in front of the door. We can post it on the channel. So they can see, like, hey, we really went down there. You know what I mean?
Meet up with him. Do a fan meetup at that place. That'd be crazy. There is a lot of people from Missouri. We can meet up down there, guys. That's a good idea. Whoever said that. When we take a trip down to Missouri, we can have a fan meetup right there at that place. And we can all check that shit out together.
Right.
But I definitely want to, if we do that, I received the $50 from Jenna.
Is that for me to stay home?
Thanks, Jenna. That means a lot, Jenna. He was back in PA 5 years after that. After we left.
It's a Jeff Kyle brother still.
Unstoppable, right?
We got heard from Kyle. Kyle's MIA.
Kyle ain't talking to me since I tried to hook him up with that old lady. But it's going to be Jeff and Fair in the hole. Jeff and Fair.
Yeah, Kyle went MIA.
You going in with me? Hey, the more the merrier. So we can all go to jail together.
Yeah. We'll all storm the doors. We'll be right behind you guys.
The remains might still be in that room. I don't. That's a good point.
That's a good question.
But that's what I mean. There's going to be so many questions, unanswered questions, until I get down there and check that shit out.
For any dugout spots too.
I just want to put a lot of shit to sleep.
Possible graves. They probably
check your Facebook Messenger. I seen that it came up on the screen. Thanks, Jenna.
Yeah, we seen it.
That means a lot, man. That's a start. That helps us out on getting it going.
Yeah, I asked if that was to keep me home.
I just
grabbing him.
What it do? And you know your sister is 39, and I've never heard him call her by her name. I never did either, since you said that. But hey, Mar, you going to touchy subjects. You go, leave that alone. I know. I hope. Damn. You're right. You're right. It's like it wasn't even his kid. But that's how true it is, guys. Right there. It's still fucking with her. You can see that it's coming out in her comments. It's making her. It's bringing back her memories as well as mine, and she's thinking about it. And Mom, I apologize for prying that out of you.
Easy Rider said, I thought you said it was already dead. The story she mentioned the grave, but it was a fake grave.
Yeah, she was talking about the people. You must not have watched that. Listen to that story. She said that they had the people that did it had the clout in the town, and they bought a death certificate, and a grave for it, and had a funeral for it, and played like it died at a chicken pox or measles or something.
They should know the name. We can go find that grave site too.
Yeah, Mom. Yeah, Mom.
You know the name. You have to know the name.
No, Ma, don't say the name on here.
Yeah,
but I wanted to ask you about some names later, Ma. But we can possibly go to that grave site that they bought and paid for. That there's nothing in there, and while they did all that cover up, they had this thing buried in them red doors. So see, there's a case building as we go. Now that we can go to the cemetery and we can check out the red doors while we're down there. just man, we're about to blow out somebody. Mom, that you might have just brought out the biggest story in the history of the Bigfoot world. That's how I feel right now about it, because it's just crazy.
Keep saying all this, just wait and do it.
That's crazy.
I know, Gray. We're telling everybody our plan.
Yeah, and it might
live.
backfire on me, and
Right,
they
so
might be lined up waiting on me with the task force and shit. Hey,
right.
Mr. Frank, we waiting on you.
Right. You crossed how many states?
Yeah.
And do what?
We going to jail.
Oh damn, guys,
That's
we
what I'm
disappeared
thinking,
for a
Larry.
while. You know what happened? We down in
That's
Missouri.
what I'm thinking,
We need
Larry.
bail money in Missouri.
We got to cover that. We're going to cover that, Larry.
We'll figure out as much as we can while we're down there too. Ask locals, you know what I mean? We can go door to door, you know what I mean? Hey, we're out from out of town. We're just
I'm doing a documentary, filming a documentary
for you too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We just wondered, anybody thinks strange that happened around here in the last 40 years. We'll get some footage, guys.
We're going to do it, guys. I'm going to start saving for it. I'm going to shoot for October, November. December's right there. I say January. Let's get Christmas out the way and hit January. Just take off beginning of January. Right after New Year, January, go. Be gone with it. Just go for like a week and do a whole documentary of it. That'd be great. That'll probably answer a lot of my mom's questions. That answered my questions.
Especially getting the locals involved too, getting the fans down there
involved.
Yeah.
Go to the graveyard, check out the graveyard, see if what kind of information. All right, we're done talking. We'll talk about that after this live. We're getting something together, guys. We're brewing something up. If you had money in the old days, anything was possible or kept quiet. Then that's what they did. That's what my mom said, that they had a lot of clout and they pretty much bought a cover up and covered the kid up, literally. But that's what I was saying in that we live like that. We live without food. We did all that, all them years being down there. And all my mom had to do was just say something, and her worries would have been over. But that she kept it a secret for the love of her husband. That's power. That's powerful. That's love. The power of love. You know what I mean? But then she realized that she got to get us out of there. That she had to do something, and she did the right thing. She got us out of there. She brought us back. So that's the greatest story I've ever heard. That it really is. That tests me so many different ways. It's crazy. There's a 2-week thaw. That'll work. That we can get it. That might work. You see what love gets you. Hey, love is blind sometimes, Mom. Love is blind. Because I do remember some of them details you're talking about. And I remember sometimes it was hands-on. And I know that some of the details you was talking about in there that you didn't want out. But a mother's love, yeah. You said enough.
I beg to differ.
Debbie Woods.
I beg to differ on that one. So I got beat down with the baseball bat not long ago.
That's some tough love there.
I guess that's what they call that, tough love.
How could you have told you when you clearly said it was the first time hearing it before her video went out? What? Oh.
Love stings. It's don't tell me.
Love stings.
The wedding singer.
Yeah. Robert Morgan.
The wedding singer. Adam Sandler. So he's gonna let you hold the remote control.
Go with at least 4 because old skeletons make new skeletons. Well, Gray, you said you was going with us. And there's a couple people that I seen on here that live down there. I ain't gonna be able to afford to take 1 million people down there. I was thinking me and Fred roll down there, get a room for a few days, and hit the town and have like a little fan meetup while we're out there. Check it out together, guys. We can walk up that street together and we can live through that together. Hey, Dawn, man, I'm trying. I really am. She's thinking about it. I told her, hey, I will do what it takes. I'll get that together. In your words, how you left it, I won't change a word. I won't let nobody change a word in it.
Pay for rooms.
They
say he'll pay for rooms. As he said, he's from down there.
I'll pay for the rooms.
I think he said he's from down that way.
What was I saying? Oh, the copywriter.
Yeah.
I'm working on it. My mom's she's thinking about it. I definitely want to watch. I want to read that book myself. And I know you guys feel the same way. So, hey, Mom, you got to get that together. Hey, I know. Listen, Mom.
No rush, but take a little faster.
I know you got a lot of details in there, and I know what you're talking about. But the thing you got to realize that's 40 years ago, and people live that a lot. People been through that, and they understand that part of it. And you telling that part of that story in our life backs up the other part of that story up. So I think, Mom, you should definitely think about letting the fans see what's how that unfolded, how everything happened, like the full extent of that story. The way you ended it, you left everybody hanging kind of on that story. They just want to know more. I want to know more myself. If you want copyright, keep it all quiet for now. Okay, Claire. I understand that loud and clear for sure. I've been through that shit. The last channel I had, she can put yellow highlighter on. Yeah, you're right about that too. But you'll understand when she releases it. If she releases it, you'll understand why she didn't want to release it. But at the same time, it's too good for her not to release it. So, Mom, I hope you think about it and go ahead and release it. Yeah, that story is amazing.
Especially with this documentary coming, it's going. I mean,
it's going on, Vengeful One. She doesn't have to reveal anything. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's why I'm asking her for you guys. She already said I can read it. I'm gonna read it too, but I'm trying to get it published for you guys.
It'll be coming on audiobook next week. It's like
yeah, that'd be cool there. Get an audiobook out there.
And you can just listen to it. It'll be her telling the story.
Yeah.
It's her words, you know,
and how she's heard the pain in her voice when she tells that story.
It's just like an audio.
Man,
listen to that.
Her voice killed me. Mom, I'm sorry, but when you're sad, you got this power and you just bring the soul out you. It's like the whole room down. We're sitting here listening to the story.
Yeah, every time they come in, they come in happy, cheerful. I sit down and watch the story with us. We play the story, they left, they feel the same.
When we headed to the red doors. Hey man, I'm trying. I'm gonna start saving now. And shit. I'm gonna shoot for January because it's gonna take me some money to get I gotta get some money together for a couple rooms to stay for like 3 days, food to eat down there, and tickets to get back. That's it. That's it. Right, Dean? I've been telling my mom, but I definitely want to have a fan meet up down Missouri while I'm down there with you guys. If
we want to travel that far, we
gotta meet up. You guys can come up there with us, so we can all go to jail together when shit breaks out. When Fred runs across the street, start busting in some red doors and filming shit. We going down together, all of us. Hey, we's all in on this shit.
This is gonna trade clothes. I'm gonna run on the bus.
What's going on, Sue? I see you, Lori. All right, Sue. You have a good night. I know it's getting late. That's what I keep saying, Kathy. But I understand, and I respect my mom's wishes. If she want to keep it to herself, go ahead, man. But I'm telling you,
hilarious.
You can get that copy and copyright it and get it out there. The world need to hear that story. Where's Young Guns? I need your PayPal link so we can start a fund to take care of that bail bondsman. Yeah, I forgot about him.
Yeah.
$1,500. That's oh fuck. Oh shit. Sorry guys, but
they're trying to sue me for $2,000.
Same PayPal. Same PayPal. Then I'm gonna take care of that too. And
it was the court's mistake. I had the judge and the public defender apologize to me. I say there's no reason I should be in jail. I should be released immediately.
I'll buy face covers.
Look, I think we're doing a little too much now.
No, Dean. No, Dean. I ain't doing that shit.
Rather go to jail.
I just caught on what the hell he's saying. He's talking about going robbing banks and shit. We done with that, Dean. I ain't going to jail.
That was a childhood dream.
It ain't gonna have a chance to be a cover up because I'm going live while I'm down there.
No, it wasn't Dog the Bounty Hunter.
I'm going live. They ain't covering shit up.
I ain't gonna lie, guys. And that door open, I looked like I had chicken pox all over my body.
Let's all throw $2 to $5 at this and cover that stupid bill. Man, I'm gonna get it, guys. I'll get it.
I tried to put my shirt on. They was gonna put me down. He said, "Gonna shoot me." It was all bad.
This one way I look at it. Once that I paid him, get him away from me, everything's over with. Everybody's free. Everybody's happy.
You shouldn't have to pay him nothing.
It's a done deal. I shouldn't have to because they released you.
Yeah, the court apologized to me. The judge said, "I'm sorry. There's no reason you should be incarcerated. This is a mistake on our half. We lost your paperwork. You know that."
And then the bail bondsman jumped the gun, hired some
U.S. Marshals.
U.S. Marshals come and get him, and charged me $1,000 for the marshals to take him to jail when they shouldn't have took him to jail to begin with.
So, they already had took the paperwork up there and everything. So
but that's how.
Apparently, he didn't hear about that.
That's what it is on that shit. Best thing was to get there like a surprise. Yeah, you're right, babe. That's what I wanted to do, but I can't. It's like I'm so excited about, man. That's some crazy shit. That story.
40 years, the 40-year-old story has been wondering and pondering his whole entire life.
Yeah, and now I just want to. I want to get there.
Now that you actually have like
something to go on, and the address and the story, and
you almost have to go there. If you didn't, this was all for nothing.
Yeah, right. That's it.
Yeah, man. Her telling that story, her feeling that pain, retelling that story was all for nothing. We have to find out now.
And we're gonna find out, guys. I'm sorry, Mom.
Right. We got your back though.
We got you. We're gonna get to the bottom of it, Mom. Jack passed away last year on my birthday, November 7th. He really did, guys. He really did. Jack did pass away last year. He came back here so many years later. You only need $1 from each sub. Yeah. Yeah. But it'll work out, guys. Everything happened for a reason. It'll all come together.
You want something bad enough, you'll get it.
Marty, I ain't got the money to take it to court. I ain't got the money to hire attorneys. It'd be more money than what it's worth.
You'd lose more money.
That's what they were. That's what I was told. If I would take it to court, hire attorney, and pay the court costs and the attorney costs,
you'd be for
$4,000 and $1,200. Yeah, I'm better off to pay it off and be done with it. Do I prefer PayPal? Yeah, it helps. It helps a lot because YouTube kind of hurts you a little bit. Your comment got deleted. Why, Dev? That's.
I don't know why I got deleted,
Dev. It might be, you know who, but thanks, Dave. Thank you a lot. Free attorney called town you live in.
Oh no. You don't want to do
Don't
that.
get no free attorney.
That's the one.
Because that's how he got locked the fuck up.
Yeah, that's what I was going through. The free
don't go to no attorney.
And he lost my paperwork and they arrested me for it.
What he said, big scam. I wish it was a big scam. It's a big scam for his ass because he tricked the shit out of me.
Yeah, like, get the paperwork right here.
Look at this guy.
The U.S. Marshals.
I want to see it. Hold on, I got to click over so I can make sure you guys can see it better. Can you guys see that?
Same marshal fee.
Yeah, marshal fee, filing fee,
apprehension fee.
And what's that? Does that say 666? Oh no, 154450. That's a scam.
Right, yeah.
Not on my behalf.
No,
they scamming me. They scamming me for that shit. No time to squats. Not this week, guys. My mom been putting me through it with this story. She been having so many troubles with it. She filmed like 20 different videos, had to delete, start over. She's ready to give up. Mom, you're not giving up. Go check Facebook. They're waiting for this story. I already told them this morning it was gonna be today, and it's the next day already. But
yeah, I'm a Scorpio too.
You see a location on Google Street View. I'm going to check it out. I'm going to look at that tonight. I got an address. I got the address. That's one thing I did proud. I got an address, the street. I even got the turkey factory down the street that they worked at. I want to go visit. I remember that like it was yesterday, that turkey factory, because there was millions and millions of turkeys above our head on this belt, and they was running, clucking, just going on this conveyor belt, millions of them. It was, and as soon as you walk in there, that smell, I remember that place. We're going back to that place too. You know the street now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I want to go there.
I know the street now too.
But not the number. We got all that. Justin, we got all that. Thousands upon thousands for kids. Justice system. You're right, Paradox. And I try so hard to stay away from and stay out of that shit. No. And they come and find you. You can't stay away from trouble. They'll find you. Even if you try to help somebody, that shit. He was trying to help somebody and got in this shit. I'm trying to help him. I got into this shit. It's like a chain reaction. It really is.
Like everybody, oh, he has no money to bail out now. Let's get the person he bailed out.
Pay it forward. Scary is true, right? That is true. Make an ebook for it. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to talk my mom into it, but you gotta understand this. She had to do some things in her life that we lived in some hard times. We went through some bad times back then, and she had to make some decisions and do some things she ain't want to do. And at the end of the day, she did the right thing and got us out of it. There's free attorneys that are not for a court appointed that will help you for that. Yeah, if it's called a public defender, you're pretty much defending yourself. And I don't think that they would do that for that. I don't know how that works. See, I don't know how the system works.
Mm-hmm. And you have to contest it yourself unless you hired a public defender for it. You have to go in and apply for one and all that.
I feel the same way, David. That's what I said. Even at the end of the day, I do appreciate what you did come out and say, and what you brought out to the front and center. It blew my mind. That blew my mind. You're hearing them too. You haven't? Oh yeah, last night we had some tornadoes out there. Well, it was tornado warnings all night. 50-mile-an-hour winds.
Hey, I was walking around there. That wouldn't cut through.
Yeah, Jeff cried.
ride?
Jeff and his girlfriend Kay-Ann watched the story here. My mom tell the story here. Well, he heard me talk about them doors his whole life. Throughout his whole life, he heard me talk about. He's tired of hearing me talk about them red doors. And
For him to hear the story.
to hear the story from my mom, he sat there and cried, especially when I hugged my mom and told her, "Don't worry." That got me too, but it got everybody. Man,
Look at you.
this was generating.
Every time she watched it.
I feel the same way, Justin, but she don't want to release it. I can't force it. What? Yeah, you definitely did, Ma. You blew my mind. And the world. You blew the world's mind. And I thank you for that. But like I said, Ma, you left us hanging a little bit. We wanted to hear so much more, and you just, all right, there's that story. It's like, wow, come on, Ma. You gonna finish? But I would love to read that book.
We'll tell the rest of it.
Even if you don't release it to the fans, I definitely want to read that book. But I encourage you to get it copyrighted or some way and get it out there, because the world would love to hear that. I'm excited to hear it. So I know that the world will definitely want to hear that.
Please do a 2-hour long video.
I can't even get her to do a 20-minute long video. You want to do a 2-hour long video? Because I rushed you.
Fans wanted it though.
Well, we'll talk about that book being released later in life, more soon life, real soon.
We'll call you after this live.
I know, Lori. I'm just excited because I would like to hear the story myself. So I know you guys would love to hear the story, but I know how painful it is for us. So you go ahead and take your time and let me know. It was longer than 20 minutes. I know. And I was in suspense the whole 20 minutes too, the bad part. I was in it. I rewinding it, played it again, make sure I heard it right. She should copy it and send it registered mail to her. So
right. To the point we probably rehearse it word for word.
You're right, Dora. That's a good start. Professional help editor and publisher. You got any ideas on who to contact with that? Pay it forward. Get on Messenger and hit me on my Messenger on Facebook, and we'll talk about it. And Mom, you do the same. You get in contact with me, and we'll talk about getting that book together if you want to release it or whatnot. I know I'm definitely gonna read it. I know I want to read that book, but the fans look. That's our family, Mar, the Bigfoot family, and they would like to hear that story as well. The whole 27 pages. But we'll talk about it, Mar. Definitely. But nonetheless, I'm still going to Missouri. We still going to Missouri. We out. I need a vacation anyway. OCR the 27 pages and post it. I'm going to read it, but I'm going to try to get her to get something together, and we'll figure something out, guys. Definitely. I'll get back to you on it by next. I ain't even going to put a time limit on it because I go visit my mom and she'll check me out.
Debbie says never going to take a shower outside. We're getting a little camping.
Right.
We got that problem.
I ain't doing that, especially if you're on that time. And I knew that about that being on your menstrual cycle. We talked about that. About animals doing that. The deer will jack you up. You go out. That's why when I take a female out there, they think I'm being an asshole. But I ask them, listen, man, if you're on your period, we ain't going. I ain't trying to do nothing with you or rape you or not, but these deers, if you're on your period, they jack you up. It's like they thought I was trying to ask him, "Are you on your period?" Because if you,
no, it's do something, but no, like we just don't want to attack.
Yeah, it's like that's really true about that menstrual cycle. I think they can smell that shit for miles, and they come running, and that's what happened. She was out there washing it off, and that blood lingers for a long ways, and they had to smell it, and it drove him crazy. He started. It's not funny. I'm sorry, Mom, but I pictured. That's not funny. I can't believe I'm laughing, but I mean, I pictured in my head that this old lady come rushing out with this broom and see the big 9-foot, massive, big ass Bigfoot just ramming shit. This little old woman. Oh my God, Mom, I can't imagine. It's not funny, Mom. I'm sorry. You can't believe I'm laughing. It's oh, that could have had to be I mean, at the time it had to be terrifying. But if you look at it now, this lady just got probably the biggest Johnson she ever had in her entire life. And that's not funny. How you face your husband after that? How you say, man, this Bigfoot just raped me with the 2-foot long Johnson? How you? He's not gonna wonder. I mean, I understand why they kept a secret because back in them days, they don't do shit like a marriage was yeah, that
marriage was for life.
For life. You don't cheat, you don't do none of that shit back then. And then after that happened, she probably like felt violated, and she definitely wanted to keep that from her husband until once it got born. She ain't keeping it from shit. She had to say something, but. I'm sorry, Arlene. That's a good. I'm done with it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mom. It ain't funny. It ain't. I'm sorry. It ain't funny. It is funny. That shit is funny.
I almost believe you. I almost believe him, guys. Almost.
That shit is funny. Can you picture a Bigfoot, 9-foot, just out there raping the shit out this lady?
I almost believe you.
I'm missing the biggest part. Oh yeah, I know. Sarah wasn't old. She probably looked good and attractive, and he wanted that. But I'm just having fun with it. Just you gotta laugh so you don't cry, man. Don't take offense. Don't take offense, man. But that had to be painful for Sarah. I mean, it had to. She had to feel that for a while. Yeah, and then the old lady out there beating it off of her with that broom.
Right.
That's what I pictured. This old lady beating the shit out of him, and Bigfoot's he's still ramming shit. He ain't being fazed by by that broom. He's not leaving till he finishes.
He probably like the broomstick.
Oh man, that's not funny. It is funny, but it's not. It's like a effed up sense of humor. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm done. I won't do that more.
We're losing more subscribers.
Don't unsubscribe. Don't unsubscribe. I'm sorry, bro.
It's time we chuckle. We're losing more.
He hasn't be dead by now. You never know. I don't know how long they live.
Could have another one. It could have happened again. Yeah. I mean, wow, that shelter's there. You know what I mean? What it's being used for now, God only knows. But
that's what I mean, Bonnie. we all got questions, and they'll never be answered.
The doors are there.
Let's we get on a bus and take that trip out there.
We got to get that.
Yeah, great. That's what I thought too. I had it all messed up. Everything was set up, and he was already in there way long after we came, and we just like took over the last people that was guarding them doors, and we're the ones that take over their dirty secret, that hide their dirty secret, and their secret kind of. I think that's what the fight was over. If I'm understanding right, I think that's why Jack and my mom split up, because
she didn't want to carry on
that secret, and the people, and she told
they're recruiting her to carry on that secret.
Yeah,
she said no.
She ain't want no parts of that shit. Jack stayed there. Jack stayed there and kept kept doing what he was doing
He was
with
too
that
far into it
place.
already.
Yeah,
The landlord
but
everything.
my mom took us and came back.
She recognized the bad situation and got the kids out of there. Like any mom should do.
That's what I think, Gene. We're doing it. We're going to do it. I'm gonna start saving some money. I think in January we're going to disappear, and
Take a trip
we're
down
going to
memory
take a
lane.
trip.
We'll take a few steps in just childhood. Figure some stuff out.
There's a YouTube. Where did I just see it? Oh, there's a YouTube video of a half Bigfoot man from in China. I seen that. I seen that. He kind of took the human side, but you can see the Bigfoot side 100%. All right, Contessa.
They're all pissed off at us now.
Don't get mad. I know, Mom. I remember every time I went to he ended up in the nursing home years later back here. After that, he moved back here, and I would take my sister to go visit him at the nursing home, and he always said that the people it was after him. He thought that I was trying to kill him at one point. That somebody sent somebody sent me to kill him, and he knew me my whole entire life. It's like, what are you talking about, Jack? Ain't nobody after you. I wonder how much Jack got paid. I don't know. I think he had rent free.
So maybe for your rent.
Yeah, he was doing that for the rent. He loved his red. You're talking about me.
Cherokee
Red. My Cherokee red. I still do like my Cherokee red.
Yeah, you can't find it no more, really. It's rare to find it.
He lived in the house for years before he wanted to kill animals. I wonder. I guess the Sarah's friend said that when he turned around 5 or 6, that's when he started doing wild shit. He started taking the animal side and started ripping shit apart, mutilating shit. Then they knew they had to do something, so they dug out that front yard and hid the dirt in the basement and built a cell in there.
Let's talk about that. I don't want to say too much more. Throw up all over his clothes. Right.
I don't know what they was feeding him, but I'm almost positive. My mom said that Jack was always clean. It seemed like Jack would be the one to clean out the cell, while the other dude fed it.
Probably getting like fresh kills.
That's what I got out of everything.
Stuff out of the woods.
Jack would keep it cleaned up while the other dude kept it fed. That's what they was feeding. Whatever was in them bags, that's what they was feeding it, and that's how I kind of figured that it was raw. Probably. And there's old ladies.
They killed it first.
Oh man, you talking about a movie? I know. I seen a lot of questions. Why didn't they kill that bird? I wonder that too. I mean, it sounds bad, but why?
Maybe they were like trying for so long.
If you're going to torture it in a hole,
husband and wife already. Maybe they were trying to have a baby. That just happened. You really can't hide a pregnancy.
They didn't let it kill. At least it got worse. Oh yeah, maybe they were trying to raise it as a normal kid and shave it like my mom said, and then once they hit that certain age, it just
instincts kicked in and
turned wild.
Knew it was too smart for his own good. Knew there was more to life than being a man.
Mm-hmm. See, I got a lot of questions too. I gotta read that book, Mom. I'm coming to read that book. It's possible. I don't think they started locking it up until after it started terrorizing shit. I think at first they kept it inside the house.
Blah blah blah. Turkey. They all went to the turkey factory. They could have been bringing out turkeys.
Maybe.
Turkey in the bags.
Maybe, because the turkey factory is only right down the street, and they have full access to it because they work down there. It was raw meat in those garbage bags. It was blood dripping from the bags. My mom said there was raw meat and shit. Mom, was they getting it from the turkey factory? Maybe. We're good, Nat. We're good.
I love raw meat. I ain't even gonna lie. I'll eat the shit out of some raw meat.
I definitely want to go down there and check that shit out. That'd be a great trip. Jeff Quincy. My dad tore our family apart. He went to.
Jerry was the boss at the top of the factory. That's where they were getting the food.
Yeah.
That's where they were getting the food.
That's where they was getting that fucking food from.
Jerry was the boss.
My mom even said that in the story that Jerry was the boss at the turkey factory. Yeah. And he's the prick that was coming and meeting Jack.
Yeah, that's where we're getting at.
We're going down there. That's how they was feeding it. He's feeding turkey all them years. That's crazy. That's how they was feeding. They ain't gonna miss
a few turkeys. They could have died.
They had millions of turkeys flying over our heads. They ain't gonna miss a few turkeys.
You can write that out as tax.
That would be a killer documentary. That's what I'm saying. We're gonna cover that. We got to cover that. We got to. Jerry was Sarah's nephew. And Sarah was the one that had the baby. That is a good clue. Man, we building a case right here on Friday Night Live. That's what's up. I feel that's cool shit.
I'll be all right, Gene.
We building a case.
I mean, since I was way little.
You will never be the same, Jeff. Right? Right? I ain't looking at turkey again for Thanksgiving. We're having ham this year for Thanksgiving. Yeah, the turkey factory is still there. It's right down the street. From the place.
180
round
trip from Collinsville to Missouri on Greyhound.
$180
for a round trip. Go down and come back.
That ain't bad for a piece for both of us. That ain't bad. And then the rooms, get it for a couple of nights, and then food. It shouldn't be that much. Gene's doing the investigating to get us down there. We're going down there, guys.
Yeah, we're doing the investigation.
We're going down there.
Gene.
Free turkey. Nah, I'm good on the turkey this year. I think I'm gonna go with ham.
This is a good ass try. Right.
I know, Mom. I remember them turkeys. There was millions of them. Nobody knows, Lauren. That's why we're talking about taking the trip back.
It's the ham looking better each day.
Right. Prime rib and lasagna.
But that makes so much sense. That they had to be feeding it. Like, where are they getting the food at? You know what I mean? That's.
I want to. I'm definitely gonna try. We're gonna go live a few times throughout the couple of days that we're down there. Especially if we have a fan meetup, we're gonna.
We gotta do live with family.
We're gonna live for a fan meetup. You gonna have lasagna this year? Jeff, have you researched sightings in that area? No, never. I'm never.
No, this would be all new.
I think my mom said that took place in the Ozarks, in the Ozark Mountains. I want to plan a trip there too, but not till later on in the summertime. I want to take a trip up there to the Ozarks. If the kid didn't die, what really happened to it? Right? That's what we want to know. It's like there's so many questions. It's crazy. That's a crazy, fascinating story. It just makes you want to know more.
You have to go down there.
And the only way you're gonna find out is you never know till you go. We're gonna go.
What? The end of what?
Right, Brandy. It is. It was. It. Hey, we got it. That'd be a great documentary, guys. And I think I'm going to get out there and get it done. I know you guys. Next episode of the Chain Red Tour. Right, G? We're going to get it out there. We're
Shout
going to
out to Gene for the advertising.
Right? Gene's like a commercial for us. Having conversations with her, Jeff rented her of her story. No, it definitely didn't dig its way out. Winford. The walls was thick concrete. I remember the walls. The whole way around was concrete. I had a couple steps going in. Then the screams that echoed out when the doors opened up. It was terrifying. It was, and then when they shut the doors, the screams was completely. It was blocked out. So that place was like still barricaded, sealed up, insulated. They put some money into that place. Whoever built that place, it put some money into it. Pick you up in southern Indiana. Hey, that's on the way. We could do that. What it do? It could happen, man. Make a round trip. Pick up a couple fans along the way. We all going to jail together. Just hope you guys bail us out when we get the county.
Closer we get,
come and get us out. Man.
You just beat us on the bus.
They made it look like a jail cell down there. They would almost have to keep something like that in there. Good. Got plenty of time now to go squatching. That sounds like a plan.
All
right, yeah, Nadar. Thanks for all the love, man. Strength in numbers. That's it. They can't arrest us all. We have a family that right on the spot, and then Fred running and bum rush this shit and come back into the crowd. Who's gonna know who did it? They ain't gonna arrest us all. No, we're gonna do that. If any officers from Missouri watching, we just gonna check shit out. We're gonna be sitting, but we definitely coming.
I'm packing the dynamite.
We definitely coming.
Let me stop.
Yeah, they could have took him deep into the forest.
They see this video. That's the only thing I'm scared about. We keep talking about it. They're gonna
cover it up. It's gonna get out there.
Yeah, it's gonna get out there. I mean, or they could have even watching it now, like even being part of it, so they could be watching it as part of it. Like, oh, the story's about to break. We need to move this thing ASAP.
They know.
We'll go out there and the whole yard flattened out, house is torn down. You know what I mean? And here it was.
Yeah, that was Jack's family, Laura. Sarah and Jerry was Jack's family, Jack's side of the family. That's how he got the position, get in on the shit. Be there in 2 hours and come back the next day. Now, Gene, I want to stay down there a couple of days. I don't want to just go down there and come straight back. I want to investigate some shit. I want to do a nice couple-day documentary down there, asking the neighbors, seeing what's going on, see what they tell us.
Supermarket, ask people at supermarkets. I mean, a lot of the elderly couples would ask them because they would talk to them. They got a story to tell. Pretty sure they've heard some stuff around, especially if they've been local their whole lives. Pretty sure they can tell us anything about that place. Asked if they ever heard of Bigfoot. I believe Bigfoot. Oh, well, I know a Bigfoot story right down the road here.
Yeah.
You never know.
Never know till you start talking to the neighbors and shit.
People want their stories heard. Get on there, start asking them, put a camera in their face. You might hear some stuff, guys.
Going to have to rent a car down there when we get down there.
That's first things first. You have to, have a way to move around down there.
Yeah, we're going to run a car.
Can't take the bus everywhere.
That's another thing. He got a good point. We're going to be down there walking. Great, thanks for reminding. We need something right around in there.
So we got money just to run a car down there too.
It's a big place down there.
Well, I've seen it on the maps. It's huge. It's going to take us
They
by a
tried
day
to
just
take
driving
him
around
back
just
to
to
the
find this house.
forest, but the beast man never came. Wait, what, Mom? What? They tried to take him back to the forest, but the beast man never came from him. That's why they decided to put him underground. Oh, they tried to take him back out there to the Ozarks, but the dad never came back after. So they's like, we can't just leave it here and die on its own. They don't even know how to film.
Okay, good enough. Sounds like we're lagging pretty bad a little bit.
Yeah, I think we are lagging.
That was a bad lag right there. To bring your entry tools.
We got them. Right. How to care for himself. Yeah, that's what I said too. That explains it. Mom, that is one sad story I've ever heard when it comes to Sasquatch. And I think the world would love to hear that. I mean, they heard your story. They heard like the basic the whole cover story. Like on a movie, you see the 2-minute preview of it, and you're like, damn, that's all you're gonna give us? And you're setting on the whole story. Mom, you gotta understand where we're coming from. But I'm gonna stop pushing and prying on you, Mom. You just think about it. You do what you want to do.
Gray, stay serious about going.
I'm serious too, Gray. I'm going. There ain't no doubt about that.
Some cash, like hotels or that car. Yeah. Maybe one of the ones on camera. Maybe one of the ones like, yeah, I was down with these guys. They really went down there and found it.
We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it together and head out January. Sometime in January, we're gonna go. Get through this holiday. Get this holiday out the way. We're going. Right, Gary? I appreciate that. That would help us answer a lot of questions, not only for our family and me, but for all you guys too.
So I said, definitely win. It's a donation on a bigger level.
So I'm definitely going to cover that. It was the last video that you were wearing a new t-shirt. Okay, Claire. Because he speak and communicate with the parents. That's a good question. That's what I mean. We all got questions. So many questions that I'm going to get my mom out here. I swear I am.
Probably not if he wasn't raised around them. He was born in captivity, basically, if you think about it. So he's never heard an actual Bigfoot talk to him. The only thing he knew how to do is make sounds out of his voice, scream, you know what I mean, holler. He never took the human dialect, and he never heard Bigfoot dialect. So honestly, he probably made a sound of his own, out there alone.
I never really heard words or anything. It was like screams, always screams.
That's what I'm saying. He probably never even knew how to talk, how to communicate.
Oh, definitely, Lisa. For sure. It's the awakening. What's going on, Sergio? What I think? He's a good dude. That's what I think about Colorado Bigfoot. Yep, I still have the P.O. box. Mom, any way you can post up that P.O. box for me for Bonnie? Guys, I'm still trying to build up this fan wall back here. with all the fans, showing all the love from the fans. I mean, I got a good bit. I'm cool with what we got, but I'm trying to fill the whole wall up with nothing but letters from you guys. So, Mom, could you post that to PO box? She damn enlightened. Right, Chris? I asked her the same thing. Does it feel like you got a load off your chest now that the secret's out? The world knows now? What's going on, Kim? Good to see you on here. I don't know about that, Gene. They definitely got a language of their own. I've heard them talk back and forth. Without a doubt, they communicate. They talk. They definitely talk back and forth.
You know what I mean?
I heard them communicating. We both heard them communicating.
Imagine a baby never hearing a human's voice. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that baby, they're not going to know how to speak. So you'd never heard his, you know, he couldn't pick up the human dialect. He never heard a Bigfoot dialect. How's he going to learn how to speak?
Mm-hmm. What? Where'd he get?
What were you talking about? How to dress pussy? I was up there. I'm 4 days in that hole, man.
Thanks, Kim. Not when you got people calling you a liar. Mom, I told you there's one person, and he's not even after you. He's after me. And he's been after me since the first, after us, since the first channel. You just got in crossfire of it. That's all. Look at the 10,000 other comments. All the love that everybody talk. They want to hear that story. I'm interested. I know they're interested in it. So don't worry about what they got to say. Because they ain't got to say shit to me. Right, Aaron? It wasn't just Neil Palmer. I know, and Mom, we don't do that. We don't put names up here. Don't do that. That's putting them, giving them power. And that's something I don't do on this channel. They ain't got no power here.
Right.
I don't even care who they are. Neither does the fans. That's how you're gonna be. You'll be like that one day, Ma. You'll get up there with us. You'll understand what their job is and what they're there to do. And as long as they're there picking on you,
they create controversy in the comments.
That means that they're trying to they're trying to seal up that truth. They're trying to shut you up, and it's kind of working. So their job's done. They're going back off you and get back on me now. So don't let them win. Show them that they didn't win. Yeah, and definitely don't let them discourage you, because they're not after me. After you, they're after me.
They're after the situation.
They're after the story. They're trying to cover up that story, and they'll deter and give you another story and give you 50 other bullshit reasons why. Don't feed into that. You call them, like I said. You ain't even got to explain yourself. Just give your story out, and who wants to hear it, let them hear it, and who don't, hey, keep it working. But I'm sure the world want to hear that. I definitely do. I'm going to document the whole thing. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. No. I won't be able to do it. I won't be able to sleep at night. I got to tell somebody.
I think the video would be worth more than that.
Right.
And we don't get a dime out of it. It's still just to know and to film it and go there and just to see all that and know for sure and to be able to walk back through time like that. I think that'd be worth it in the long run.
You took my ashtray.
What did I think? I got one down there.
That'd be HBO special. Bigfoot news. Hey, I'm going to document this. I'm definitely am. See what I mean, Mom? You see all the love. There's a lot of love in this group. You just can't let one dumbass bring you down. That's how I look at it. You'll get used to him. I used to get mad at him, but I just have fun now. I'm gonna wait for the day to catch him out there with me. He gonna slip up on one of them spots. He's going to my spots. He gonna slip up and step out around that tree. I'm gonna be standing there. And then he got across that day. Especially if we both did. He ain't coming out that woods. He ain't coming out that woods. And the best part about it is nobody know what he looked like. So who gonna go looking for it? He's hiding his face. But I'm done talking about him. And he's gonna end up coming missing, and I'm gonna have squat teeth knocking on my door like I did it. But we're gonna check it out. We're definitely gonna check it out. I've heard that testing DNA shows female DNA male. You know what? We can. Nah, it's probably old by now. That's even a bad idea.
Trying to get down there and get DNA out of themselves.
Or find some hair. As long as you've been there all them years, you're gonna find something laying around in there. We gotta check that shit out. Maybe we knock on the door. Hey, man, what's going on? We're out here doing on the property.
Not that door. We can knock the neighbor's door. Not the house. And tell them, open up your cellar.
I want to check your cellar, man. I think you're holding a secret up in here. We just knock on. Let me in.
I don't think we should do that.
Take them locks off for a minute.
That'd be a real fucking short trip. Oh, excuse me, but that'd be a real short trip. We'll be buried right next to him. That'd be a real short trip.
Again, Brian, that
It'd
was
be boom,
my
boom, boom,
Bigfoot story.
boom, boom.
Right, man.
I don't know what's going on, Bigfoot house.
Screams still heard underground. I'm going to check some shit out. And I'm going to put some things to rest. A lot of things to rest. A lot of things are going to come to an end when we get out there and check that out. I feel like we'll answer a lot of my mom's questions, a lot of my questions, a lot of you guys' questions. And it's something, I feel like it's something that got to be done. Right, Lisa? Did my mom post that up? Mom, did you post up the P.O. box? They're looking for the P.O. box now.
I don't think she did.
Mom, post up that P.O. box for me. They want the P.O. box to send fam out. Then we'll know if it ain't there, it ain't there. If it is,
we're gonna try our best to find it.
But the end of the day, you're never gonna know until you go.
We might make a second trip.
Take mom with me. Nah, she's not gonna go. She's gonna try to talk me out of not going. But mom knows how I am. Once I get something planted in my small brain, them gears are gonna keep rolling until I get through with it. We're going down there, Darren.
He has been 98 years old now. But do they age differently? Yeah, man.
You'd have to be 98. Yeah, he'd be old.
They could age differently too. He could be 98 and still in his prime.
Yeah.
Who knows how old a Bigfoot gets?
It was my sister's dad, Lynn, and my mom said that he stayed there about 6-7 years after she brought us back. He moved upstairs with a new roommate, Mary.
Mhm.
The bad thing about it is he'll get in the age where he's going to get, and he's going to end up feeding the wild boys some bad food and kill it.
I think they recruit long before them. They're still young when they're trying to recruit your mom to watch them. They already have a family already in there settled, used to it. Everything that they probably have people stay in the house. Like, hey, if you're going to stay here, this is what you need to do.
I know Valerie. She gonna try to stop me, but we're gonna take a little trip. I know Brooks. I'll get ready to end it because I gotta go bathroom. I gotta go to the bathroom, guys. We're gonna be ending it soon. It's about that time anyway, yeah.
So 1990,
Boy Beast was a man. Yeah.
I was born in 1990.
It was in 1980 when we lived there. We moved down there in 1980. That would make me crazy keeping something like that. Right, Lynn? It haunted me all these years. Like, what was them screams? What was in there? And I kept asking my mom, and she kept blowing me off. Like, forget about it. Don't worry about it. And then after all these years of prying, I finally got it out of her. I had to pry that story out of my mom. That's what you guys need to understand. She didn't want to come out with it. I pushed and pried for years and years to get that out.
That's what I've known a long time. He's been talking about this story.
And she finally just now came out with it. I definitely will, Chewy Jonas. Or come on Into the Woods with Jeff on Facebook and send a friend request. I'll add you in there. It'd be easier.
In 1980, he was 58 and in there since he was 5 or 6.
Dang. They had him in there for so long.
Right. So you tell me if you can speak Bigfoot.
Right?
There's no way.
The story just keeps getting more fascinating.
Imagine being a creature all alone, don't even know how to communicate with
outside that closed room all day long by yourself, nothing around you.
Not even knowing what's keeping you hostage. Like, you mean he looks at himself, looks at them, like, wait a second.
We would go crazy. A human being would go crazy. So that thing probably snapped. It probably went nuts. That's all bad. That's all bad. But all right, guys, and you just now asked this question about it.
No, you asked a couple times. I witnessed to that.
Yeah, I've been asking about it. But what's in them red doors? What's going on with Missouri? I can't wait to get down there and check that out. Nah, it didn't speak. I just remember screams coming out of that place. They opened up them doors and screamed, roared out of that place. And as soon as they closed, couldn't hear it anymore.
So we can talk before I go party. Keep it
going. Yeah, trying to end the live stream.
There was a couple comments that said, Debbie said he pissed 3 times already. He was like, all right, we'll wait. So I went 3 times already.
All right, guys, you BS with Fred for a minute. I'm gonna get me some coffee and take a quick bathroom break. I'll be back. Since you guys ain't gonna let me end this shit.
Them guys are killing me. So what's going on, everybody? They probably gonna sit here quietly until it comes back. I think he's around here asleep somewhere. Nah, she's behind me. I know, Nick. I've been asking the same thing. You went out in the woods today? No, I've been out in the woods. I ain't a sunbugs or Bugsy. Dean said, "Fred, jump in that chair."
Damn, I'm still sitting there.
Never left. You're leaving right now, and you just come back.
That's crazy. That's some like some Matrix shit right there.
Right.
Watch yourself leave.
Come back and watch yourself leave. Somebody thought I was your son. Just what do you think about your dad now? Because he ain't no son.
Debbie, do you remember any red doors, Fred?
I told you he's talked about him. I mean, I know I wasn't there at the time, you know what I mean? But I've heard the story over the years. That was quick. Did you wash your hands?
No.
No.
That's what's up. Did the boy have any siblings? Yeah, Sarah was the mom. And her dad, Sarah and
siblings, like brothers and sisters, because she had any more kids after the Bigfoot. Probably not. 14-pound baby. Bigfoot thing, they probably destroyed her.
yeah, who's gonna have
She's probably infertile.
14-pound baby? That's unheard of.
Yeah, man.
Man,
she's
had
honestly,
to hurt
she's probably
like
infertile after. She probably couldn't get pregnant again.
Yeah.
We don't know for sure, but I mean, maybe Cindy knows, but I wouldn't think so.
Did your mom actually see the beast? I don't know. Mom, did you? I'm pretty. Yeah, I think she did. She did say something about it.
Sad brown hair.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's good.
I've never seen it. I've heard it. I've never seen it. No, I wouldn't mind seeing it.
I think that thing was 58, maybe.
Sarah's gone.
Long gone.
No, Sarah could never have any more after she gave birth to that boy.
Probably not. That's what I said. It's probably destroyed her.
Yeah, 14 pounds. That ripped her up.
Messed up her insides and stuff. You're infertile.
And I am sorry, Mom, about making fun of Sarah. That ain't funny. I mean, it's funny now, but it's like a bad sense of humor. It's like a funny humor. Bad. I don't know. I'll leave that be. But that shit was funny.
Yeah, you're always more subscribers. That's not
that shit was funny. I know we done lost like 5-6 people already. Say I'm out. I'm done with G.
They might not come back. We're sorry, guys.
No, I cried every time you played that video. I'm done with it. I won't cry no more.
It is a good story, Stephen. Yeah, they both passed away. They died of old age. I think that's why my mom was more comfortable with coming out with the story, because Sarah and her husband was
it was their secret, really.
Dead and gone.
Yeah,
secret. And then that side of the family secret, and when the immediate people was dead and gone, I think
it was been almost 100 years now.
Yeah, she felt
all together.
She felt safe about it to let that out. Thanks, Brooke. He weighed 24 pounds? Damn.
No, I never saw it, but I've seen Bigfoot 3 times.
Yeah, girl talking. That's scary. That's Fred's wifey in the corner.
And my wifey, just somebody.
I think I don't know where Sarah died at. I have no clue. Jack came back years later after we moved back, and he ended up dying. I think I know. I don't know. I heard a couple different stories on that, and I'm not going to really touch on how he died. But he died. He thought people were coming after him. He went crazy at the end, which I think he kind of deserved, if you ask me.
So this is back in like the 50s.
Jack gone
when he was born.
Yeah, probably 50.
Because he was 58 and 80. She said 1980. He was 58. So I don't think they even had C-sections and stuff. Was they even doing procedures like that back then?
I don't know. They had midwives, so I don't think so.
That's what I don't think. But people, that was common to pass away during birth.
Oh, Patty, no. My mom said that they tried to take the thing back, take the boy to it, back up in the Ozarks and release it into the wild, but it never came after it. So, and they didn't want to leave the thing out, the boy out there to die. They didn't know how to fend for itself, so they ended up bringing it back and locking it in that cellar. Have you ever been face to face with a Bigfoot? Just a couple of weeks ago at Sheila's World, me and Kyle and me and Fred been face to face with him a few different occasions. We've been up close and personal with him.
We walked up on him.
No, I don't think it was. It was Jack's family that was.
Somebody finally mentioned it.
What?
Claire finally mentioned it, but she got it wrong. Because that Johnny's on your wall there. She's talking about John, you know what I mean? Raps, condoms and shit. Claire's the first one to mention that New Year's.
We just talking about that yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Claire, since you brought that up, I was gonna wait a while, see how long it's gonna take. We've been been there every single Friday night live that we've ever had, and I pointed that wall out a million times. I pointed the picture out, everything around that, and not one person has ever. I left that just to see who would point that out, and nobody's ever. You're the first person to ever comment on that. So I must be getting boring if you're paying attention to what's going on in the wall. You want to grab that? We show it to him.
So that's some Johnny's back there.
It's not condoms. I was wondering how long it's gonna take you guys to see that. That was there since the very first Friday. You guys can go back and check. And nobody ever really noticed these the whole time. They was always there, always.
They've been there for a while. Since the wells everywhere.
Me too, Dan. That's why I'm trying to end it, but you guys don't want me to end it. So we here, we stuck here together. Right. Ain't nobody smoking nothing without me. Put that shit out.
Yeah, put it out. Yeah, you gotta want to
you gotta wait till after the Friday Night Live be smoking there.
These are cigarettes we're smoking.
That's not rubber, Joe.
It's not a rubber.
At all.
It does not protect anything. It just tastes good.
They've been there forever.
It's candy.
Yeah, I got them as a gag gift for Christmas one time.
They've been up ever since.
And they give it to me in front of my grand. And I was cracking up because I said, "Who give me some cock rings?" My grand said, "What's cock rings?" I didn't. The whole room got quiet because ain't nobody wanted to explain to her what the hell cock rings was. It's like I was so embarrassed to try to explain to her what they were used for.
It's like a piece of candy goes around her. Like, oh, my grandma, it's a piece of candy that goes around her.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't. Mom, I think you was there. You was there when that happened. I couldn't do that. I couldn't explain to my grandma what them was. I had to talk. Mom will give it to me. Hey man, you give it to me. You tell her. This is your game. You tell her. I'm not telling her. But they've been up there ever since, from the very first one. Even before I left here, they was always in the video. They wasn't
you go back to
in no live stream.
The thumbnails, everything, you'll see them.
That was a funny moment.
Yeah, I was there.
Jeff's a freak.
Just
Another name for a redneck cockbird.
I was 9.
Right, Kathy? That just shows you that we are coming along. We're having a lot of problems, but for the most part, we're
trying to
making a good comeback. We're finally starting to see the light a little bit. We're getting up there. We're laughing more. We're joking more. We're doing things.
Once you get kicked down in the dirt so much, you kind of look at opportunities as you're falling.
Right.
Once you're used to being kicked down so bad, it's like, hey, this ain't that bad actually. I can do this, this, and this now.
Right. The only reason why we can't see them, everything's blurry. What's blurry?
At that distance, it's probably blurry.
At this distance from
You know
us?
what I'm saying? Like the distance of the pecker rings from the camera is probably blurry. You can't press the wires on it. Even but you had it in plain sight too. Closer.
Oh yeah, I seen it was clear when I put it up here.
Mm-hmm. I'm saying in previous videos.
First come out at night, right?
She's having one of their rubber weeks now.
Claire, you're the first one that seen that.
Yeah,
you're the only one. Cookie's good. She out there sleeping somewhere, hiding out.
Yeah, that's what they asked her about Cookie. I said she's trying to sleep somewhere.
She hiding.
I was almost scared to step my coat.
It looks like a flag. It's just 3 different flavors.
I think it's cherry, blueberry, and something.
I didn't even want to use them. I could have used them things a couple times. No, them are for the fans. I'm waiting for somebody to point them out.
Right, yeah, we've been talking about it for a long time. Like, wonder who others going to find it.
And nobody noticed it. All this time.
We have to send her something. You know what I mean?
I'm scared to use them now. They might be outdated.
Right, that was a long time ago.
My shit might rot off or something. I put that thing on.
You're stuck.
Yeah,
it's like melt.
It turned into some acid or something. I ain't messing with
some goo or something like sticky.
Right, Dean. You probably having some good kush poison.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it might melt. I ain't messing with it. It's there now. It's there for looks. It's not for use. I'm about to order some new ones. Try them out. I ain't even get to try them ones out. Still no power here in New England. Damn, you're having storms out there too, all the way out there. Man, we've been getting storms, 50-mile-an-hour winds, hell, rain all day, every day. We love you too, Kathy. You've been with us forever. You've been there from day one.
I remember her from 3 years ago.
What's her name?
We all know now, right, Wendy? Thanks, Link. Snow, yes. Yeah, we got snow on the way here. So you might got it. You probably got it now. It's on the way. I think they're talking about it by midweek. We'll be having snow out there.
By Wednesday.
Turkey. No turkey.
Everybody's sending for Christmas rubber toys. I'm good on that. I mean, I ain't got no females at the moment, but I'm good. I don't need no rubber toys. Oh shit, guys!
I'll take a pop.
I'm gonna be an advertiser for a minute. Check this smell. You gotta get some of this. This is the best smelling stuff. Check this out. Can you guys read that?
Solution.
Triple layer. Hey, this is some good smelling stuff. You guys gotta try this.
It don't smell what you think it smells like.
It don't smell nothing like that. It's got a real good smell to it. I never knew you can make lotion, hand lotion, out of.
So yeah, I've had that.
It's a triple moisture hand lotion made out of hemp. This stuff, it's the best smelling stuff. I swear it is. I didn't know we could smell like this.
Somebody said that stuff's awesome.
It really is, and it works good. Yeah, Paradox, it really is some good stuff. I got it. Where did I? Online. I got that online.
He's like fat for that.
He told on me. That's why there's that much going on already. I'm working on that shit.
That's the new fat lotion.
I just read that marijuana heals skin cancer. Well, I guess I ain't gonna have no cancer down there.
Right.
I'm cancer free.
No testable cancer. That's for sure. No testable cancer.
No, I'm cured for that.
Good for life.
You can't get it. What? I could get it at Wally World. I didn't know they sold that shit up there. I'm definitely gonna have to look for a bigger bottle of it. That's some pretty good stuff.
It's not coming out. Keep it lit at first. It's slow shit.
Someone said new girlfriend, hun. Yeah.
I need one. I'm overdue.
No, I think they're talking about lotion.
No, lotion ain't my new girlfriend. It's just a pastime. It's just a pastime.
Just what I like to do for fun. I can see you laughing, but I can't hear why. Claire.
My girl's name is Hemp. Hey, she never let me down yet, man. She stays faithful. Every time I needed her, she was there.
Right, yeah. It's one girl you can always count on. Mary Jane. She's always there.
Try Sasquatch number 5. It probably smelled like straight shit. I ain't saying that.
Oh God.
Yeah, Sheila does have an amazing story too.
Supposed to be some good news.
It's like the elders, them are the ones you want to talk to, the ones that have a past, the ones that have stories to tell. Them are the ones you want to hang around and pump them for information because they're.
No.
I'm not saying you're old. Don't think I'm talking about you at this point in time. I'm just talking in general. Right, pay it off, Freaky Fridays. Frick J's, bitch. Did your ex in Missouri work for the government? No, Joe, that's what I thought. I thought that same thing. But that's why I thought he was
just helping out a friend.
He was helping out his family.
His landlord really.
It was his uncle. I think Jerry was his uncle or some shit. And I don't know how that went. That's what I mean. We gotta get my mom to read that shit.
It was basically a family business, taking care of it.
Yeah.
I mean, they try to keep it in the family as much as possible. That's from what I'm getting out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they try to lure Jeff's family into it too, take care of it and watch over it. And Cindy said, "No, my boy, my girl ain't having no parts of that. We out."
Chris, that's a good question, and I think she was in contact. Mom, you can answer Chris's question better than I can. I mean, I remember some things, but yeah, bro, he stayed back for about 6 years after my mom took us back. My grand came and got us, and we all went to Uniontown. But Jack stayed there for about 6 hours or 6 years, 7 years after we left, and then he came back.
Man, so he paid that. Probably got paid with life. They probably supplied him with food, gave him the house. You know what I mean?
Going on, Vince.
Gave him the bare minimum to survive, and he just did his thing with the creature.
Yeah, that's what we were saying, Wendy. That Jack stayed. He stayed there about 6, 7 years after we left. He kept the job, and I think that's where they was fighting all the time because of the job. I think that's why they got divorced mainly. I think that's why we lived the way we did was because of that house. That's the secret of that house. I didn't know then, but now I see a lot. I mean, I look back now.
Can't ask for help for too many people because then somebody might hear your story. Back then, that was a no-no.
My mom said she hasn't talked to Willie since a year after she left out of there.
Yeah.
But she was in contact with him. Mount Braddock. Yeah, they're side by side. Mom, did you ever post up the PO box for me?
Yes,
Did she?
Yeah.
All right, guys. That PO box my mom posted up there for you guys. Didn't catch that. For you guys that want to send some fan mail. He definitely was. I remember him. He was a good dude. Copy the my mom's story, guys. I want to so bad. I'm my mom when my mom's ready to release that. She gonna get it copyrighted and put it out there. I hope soon. I'm gonna talk to her. I'm gonna try, but hey, it's her wish. She want to keep it a secret. That's on her. All I can do is ask her to show the world. Wouldn't buy any food or milk or diapers for any of you kids. I remember. I definitely remember. He was, Chris, and that's some of the things that she didn't want you to see inside that story, and that's what the holdup is. I think a lot of answers will be answered. A lot of questions will be answered once that book is out there. That's 27-page book my mom's sitting on. It's an amazing story. I can't wait to read it. I agree that Tunnel Boy was a beast. I wonder if he showed human affection ever. That's a good question too, Wendy. I would like to know that myself. That's one story that's your mom shared with us, right? How many more stories like these have occurred? Right, Bob, man.
Yeah, it could be a lot.
That,
we could open up a whole new thing here.
Yeah.
Going down and investigating.
We can start opening up a can of worms.
Especially on turkey farm. That's food right there. That's millions and millions of pounds of food.
They can easily feed it.
And not have to worry about even of losing a dime.
Mm-hmm.
That's all right off.
So that makes sense. Yes, Chris, he was.
There's a lot of turkey farms down there.
He wanted me to marry him. That's what was in the envelope he put in the pocket of diaper bag. I got you now, Mom. Thanks, Valerie. I didn't either. I felt bad too, but I was. It's like so many emotions wrapped up in one ball when I heard that story. It's like, damn, Mom, I kind of fucked up. I'm sorry, I didn't know, but I'm happy that it's. And I would like to know more. We all would like to know so much more.
That's why we're planning this trip. We're going to know more.
No, Claire. Let me get them one more time. For some reason, covers. I reckon he found. See, I don't know about that, Wendy. I'm not. I don't know. That's a
little corner there which says that. Then I understand.
Oh. Here, Claire. Check this out. These aren't condoms. Can you read? Let me where it's at. Right here. Liquor it up. Claire, you see what it is now? It's definitely not rubbers.
You gotta read that through the back where it says intimate play. All that.
There. I bet he was. I seen what they look like out there in the wild. They can be frightening. I'm sure they are now. They've been up there for a while, for a long while. Auction taking bid now. I hear you, Debbie. I mean, Brian, my fault. Right, Chris? Right. Freaky Friday, anything happens. When it comes to Into the Woods with Jeff, hey, there's no rules. You ain't got to sign no waivers, no contracts, none of that shit. Whatever happens stays out in the woods. It's like Vegas right here. Just don't tell nobody. I hear 25.
Those ain't rubbers. They keep saying rubbers. They're candy pecker rings.
Tired for you. She really is Brooks. Thanks. That sound good, Sheila. Wendy says she paid 75, 50, 75.
Pay 50, 75.
They try to sell them edibles. You guys are funny. That's on my list, Gene, next summer. I heard that story, and it's still I got it wrote down. That's on my list. Trail marker 10. I will be out there. Yeah, my man Timberland Bigfoot. It's good to see him. He been out there a lot. He been getting it done. He put
$1,000 also to help us out. I hope
that
they
was
come back
10,000.
and marry him and the diamond ring.
I remember there was money in there because she started crying when we got on the bus and she opened it up, and there was just a wad of money. I cried because we didn't have shit.
Well, they probably are, Wendy, and they are not rubbers.
I remember that. At Bigfoot World, we're gonna go ahead and run out of here. We're gonna get some plans together on this trip. I'm gonna start planning for January. I want to get to the boat. I want that to be like my first documentary, my first real documentary. We go out and make videos all the time, but I want that to be my first real documentary. I think we're gonna come. Me and Fred gonna be on that one. Definitely.
Right. I think that's our next plan. That's our next big plan, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get some videos in between there, but that's gonna be on our hearts from now until we do it.
We get out there.
It's gonna be on our hearts, on our minds. We don't want to do that for y'all, for his mom, for everybody. Yeah, she don't want us to do it for her.
Yeah, I got names for him, Lisa. For in Bigfoot World, the ones that I see. I got different names for it, and that's a good idea. I could actually make a video on some of the pictures that we've accumulated over the years from Bigfoot land and down in the ravine. We pretty much from Big Red to Mom down in the bottom. They even got a little 4 foot with an afro down there that we got names for. I think I'll do a video over that's within the next couple of weeks. Get that together for you.
The names, what we call them.
And yeah, and what they look like and what we call them. Did you figure out where New Mexico is yet? Yeah, I did, Valerie. It's no part of Mexico. I know now, and I know that I don't need a passport to come and eat with you. So, next time you got that chili going, hey.
I don't want to hear about that chili. We still ain't had no chili.
Hit me up. I'm still waiting on chili and cornbread.
Right.
Somebody called me a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, right after they start talking about chili live, the day before they start talking about chili
last Friday night live. I'm still
Thursday
waiting.
Night.
This girl messaged, hey, you want some cornbread and chili? Yeah, I'm hungry right now. I ain't go shopping yet. But I'll take some, bring it over. She said, I'm on my way. The girl ain't been here since. I'm still waiting on chili and cornbread. I'll be in the corner dead waiting on that shit by now.
Just waiting on that to survive.
Beast Boy t-shirts rolling in. Nah, I don't think we're gonna go that route with it, but I want to get to the bottom of it.
We ain't pick up boy status. We selling everything on a shirt.
But I definitely want to get to the bottom of that shit. I want to just do a checkup, so to speak. See what information we can dig up. It's not our family secret, Mom. I know you. That's what you're thinking. This his family secret, and 90% of them are dead and gone anyway. So what's going to hurt? What would it hurt? It would help if anything. I got hurt when you said to
me at the border. I don't speak Spanish.
I'm sorry, Valerie. I'm sorry. Right, Lisa. I'm still waiting on it. I'll get to eat some one of these days. But all right, Bigfoot World. It's about that time. It's about that high time, the highlight. So you definitely want to stay tuned for the next one, guys. And like I said, if you want to help us out getting to these next missions, getting to the bottom of everything, keeping us going, you can help us out right here at this PayPal. Like, subscribe, hit that thumb button, because
tell your friends to like and subscribe. Tell your friends about us.
We're trying to grow, guys. We're going to get nothing but bigger from here. That's the plan.
That's the plan. We're gonna take the story and run with it with all you guys. Tell your friends. Tell them all.
Jesus said we're having so much fun. We are too, but it's time to go. $9.99 each. I see you pay it. Hey, pay it, man. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
Hey, we can sell the shirts and pay for the trip.
We definitely have
Beach
fun.
Boy shirts coming soon.
Actually, Mom, we can actually get that book together, sell the book, and pay for the trip.
Let's sell copies of it.
We can get it going.
No copies to the fans.
But good night, Mom. I love you. Good night, Bigfoot World. Definitely stay tuned for the next one, because you never know what we're going to do.
Brian, you better chill with that. You know, he took my best friend. He can't have my girl, too. My friend's girl. He took my best friend, man. He can't have my girl, too.
We working on a Bigfoot trade. That's next. And then bedtime after that, because I got to be up for work in the morning. But we hitting the woods after that. You have a good one, Bigfoot World. Stay tuned for the next one. Mom, I love you. Thanks for sharing with the world again 1,000,000 times over. Thanks for everything. Other than that,
I know you can have him. Only on weekends, though. I get custody on the week.
Stay tuned, Bigfoot World. We love you guys.